Steve starts noticing something else. The system is full of people trying to prevent problems. That makes sense. Nobody wants unsafe buildings. Nobody wants poor planning. Nobody wants expensive mistakes. The problem is that preventing one problem can sometimes create another. A requirement designed to solve one issue can create a delay. A delay can create additional costs. Additional costs can make a project harder, and suddenly the original goal, making something better, becomes harder to achieve. Not because anybody intended that result, but because systems have consequences. At this point, Steve has a choice. The old Steve would have looked at this process and said, nah, this is too complicated. The new Steve does something different. He creates a spreadsheet, a very large spreadsheet, the kind of spreadsheet that causes family members to quietly question whether Steve needs a vacation. The spreadsheet has columns, categories, dates, notes, references. Steve has entered the final stage. He is no longer trying to understand the process. He is someone documenting the process. And then something unexpected happens. Steve starts hearing the same phrase from everyone involved. That's just how it works. Not angrily, not dismissively, just as a statement of fact. A sentence that sounds harmless, but Steve starts thinking about it, because that's just how it works is one of the most powerful sentences in human history. It has preserved traditions. It has maintained routines. It has protected some very good ideas, and it has also protected some ideas that nobody has questioned in a very long time. Steve looks at his original plan. The house is still there. The dream is still there. But now there's something in between Steve and that dream. Not one person, not one rule, not one decision. A collection of thousands of small decisions that were made over time. Each one understandable, each one defensible, but put together, something much larger than anyone expected. And that raises a much bigger question. When a system becomes complicated enough that only experts can navigate it, what happens to everyone else?